recognition of the elements of financial statements. Very important topic to concentrate now. The thing is that financial information that we have classified into 5 main heads: assets, liabilities, incomes, expenses, and the owner's equity. Now we have to see that which information should be recognized as asset and which information should be recognized as liability or income or expense. So there is a criteria that tells us that how and when to recognize a financial information to its correct accounting head. So the first criteria is that the probable future economic benefit is flowing to or from the entity. For a financial information to be recognized, the first thing is economic benefits. And the second criteria, that cost or value that is assigned to that financial information can be measured reliably. So these are the two criteria. Number 1 is probable inflow or outflow of economic benefits which are associated to the financial information. And number 2 is that the value or the cost which is assigned to the financial information can be measured reliably. So for the assets, the probable inflow of economic benefits in future would be looked into. And the second criteria would be that its cost and the value can be measured reliably. For liabilities, we'll see that its obligation to pay in future is probable or not. If that is probable, probability means most likely to happen. Probability doesn't mean certainty, or even it doesn't mean uncertainty. Probability means most likely to happen than not. That in case of assets, it is most likely that the item that we are saying is asset, future economic benefits associated to that item are probable to inflow in the entity. And in the same way, the information to which we are saying that, or we are classifying it as a liability, its recognition criteria is that there is a probability, I'm emphasizing on this word, probability means most likely to happen than not, that there will be outflow of resources which are embodying economic benefits to meet obligation of this liability against this liability in future. And the second thing is that its value can be measured reliably. So for incomes, an increase in future economic benefit is related to the increase in asset or creation of asset or decrease in liability. If it is there, we will recognize that information as income. For example, income against sales of services. If the entity has received cash against such services, means there is an increase in cash resource. Resource is an asset. So such income against sales of services will be recognized as income of the entity. For being recognized as an income, the second criteria is that the value assigned to that financial information is reliably measured. Proper documentation is there. Proper invoices are there. The value assigned to that financial information is reliable. Then comes expense. Expense is a decrease in future economic benefits which we can relate to the decrease in an asset or an increase in a liability. By the way, we will learn this in deep detail through practices that we will be doing in other modules. But as of now, we have to keep in our mind that in order to recognize expense, there should be decrease in asset or increase in liability. In a way, if you are paying rent of your office premises, against that you are paying cash. So rent of office premises is your expense because there is a decrease in asset. Cash is your asset. We will do its practice in detail in the upcoming modules. And the second thing is the amount which is assigned to that financial information which we are recognizing as an asset can be measured reliably. So the important tips to remember over here are that recognition means to identify correct main head, asset, liability, income or expense, and the recognition is done at classifying stage in accounting cycle. You remember in accounting cycle, while learning the functions of financial accounting, we learned the number one function of financial accounting is classifying the financial information. So this is classifying the financial information to correctly recognize the main head. Thank you.